Hey, what's happening everybody? This is Elite Kicks back with the weekly video. In today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about the restock of the Jordan 1 Chicago, what stores are going to be restocking, when to expect it, and just generally speaking, how best to prepare. Before we get into that, guys, I just generally want to talk about the Chicago release. You know, Finish Line JD Sports has their queue, and yeah, the queue is very stressful. You get into the queue, you go to claim your rewards, and then you get kicked out. It's stressful, very stressful. Flex has its issues with actually redeeming on the app. And now let me get to sneakers. I'm just sorry, that was just a terrible release by sneakers. They had to have anticipated the sheer volume of people going for this shoe. This is the one shoe people have been talking about for months and months and months. And I'm sorry, like, how are you not prepared for that? Regardless, drop a comment down below. Let me know if you were able to cop on sneakers. I was able to get pairs off of Finish Line JD and Flex, as well as Snipes. But with the sneakers app, unfortunately, I was only able to enter into 2 of my accounts. I was hoping to get into some other accounts because those are the accounts that have generally been hitting. But I wasn't able to. It wasn't letting me log in. But it is what it is. Moving on to the next day. And with that, guys, I want to talk about the restock that is going to be happening on the Jordan 1 Chicago. Sneakers, Nike did not release all 300K pairs. Very clear fact. So they have pairs that are sitting that they're going to be using either for a Jordan Reserve or they're going to be using for an upcoming restock in a couple of weeks. Now, generally speaking, the time for a Jordan Reserve would be around the January time period. I don't think, and this is just, I don't have any information, I'm just logically thinking this through. Just imagine for a second, if they put this on a Jordan Reserve with other Jordan sneakers, the sheer volume of people going for it would literally blow up the app completely. Which makes me think that the way that they're going to restock this may be by itself completely. And I do think they may do it for the holiday season just because they didn't sell all the pairs. And they have pairs that are sitting that they're willing to sort of move right now. So which makes me conclude that I do anticipate a restock on the sneakers app in the coming weeks. Now, I don't have anything to confirm this. I'm just telling you guys, keep an eye out. Twitter accounts, keep an eye out. If you're part of my Discord, keep an eye out on that. Once I know information, I put it there immediately. Now, the other spot that's likely going to be restocking this, and that is going to be restocking, it's not a restock, but the leftover pairs, the Flex app. So Foot Locker and Champs, the pairs are going to be going back on the app. I talked to my local store, they confirmed that information. I talked to a few other people in the Discord and they had the same exact information. They weren't sold as first come first serve pairs the next day, which is what normally Flex would do. Rather, it's going to go back on the app. So it does give people more of a chance to cop if they weren't able to cop. Just keep in mind, we're gonna see the same errors that we saw with the Flex app the first time. It's gonna take a while to enter and it's gonna take a long time to redeem well, but at least you have the opportunity to cop a pair if you weren't able to cop a pair. So this video is really meant for those people who weren't able to cop and now need to understand that there's still going to be an opportunity out there to cop on restocks. Finish Line JD Sports, I talked to my guy at Finish Line JD Sports. They're not expecting a restock. If there is a sort of a batch of shipment coming in, maybe it will be randomly from store to store, but generally speaking, all Finish Line's JDs will not be getting these pairs. Now, the one thing that they may actually be getting is toddler sizes, because they didn't have toddler sizes on hand, at least my Finish Line didn't, and maybe your Finish Line did. Comment down below, let me know what your Finish Line had in store. Those are probably usually coming within the next week or so. The other major store, and a lot of people didn't realize this, and I kept telling people in the video, I told you in my Discord, make sure you enter up for the Snipes raffle. Snipes got a good amount of pairs, and yes, this was a pretty big GR, but Snipes had a good amount of pairs. I was able to hit a grade school size at Snipes. Snipes is also not getting a restock of these. They are getting their toddler sizes in most likely this week is what I was told. So if you're interested in the toddler sizes, that's the spot to go to. The other stores, Hibbett Sports actually usually restocks, general releases like this around 6:30 in the morning. But I just want to emphasize that please, 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 please do not stay up at 6:30 a.m. and then be disappointed when it restocks. The restocks happen randomly. You're going to need a monitor that's kind of tracking these things to let you know. Otherwise, it's not really worth your time. They did restock the toddler sizes and the preschool sizes earlier today. I was able to grab a toddler size. I wasn't really interested in the preschool size, but those are periodically happening throughout the day. Those are the stores that are going to be restocking the Jordan 1 Chicago. So just to recap for you guys, keep in mind sneakers will be restocking this shoe. The question is when. It seems like the way things are kind of aligned based off of the demand, we may see a restock before the end of the holiday season. If not, the general timeline for a Jordan Reserve is usually based off the last time the Jordan Reserve happened. Usually it's about 3 or 4 months. So you're usually talking about that January, February time period. February would put us into the All-Star game, which we may see it at that time as well. We don't know what Nike is planning, but those are sort of 2 timelines to keep in mind. Flex will be putting the Jordan 1 Chicago back on the app, so just keep in mind. So just keep an eye out on your app to know when it restocks and to actually go for the raffle if you still need a pair, if you're looking for additional pairs. And again, Finish Line JD will not be restocking this. That is the video for today, guys. Next week's video, I'm going to be talking about, again, episode 3 of why you guys keep taking L's on sneakers. It's a series that I have been developing, and I'm looking forward to this next segment in the series. With that, guys, this is Elite Kicks signing off. Take care, everybody.